Hi guys, so this is today's acrylic nail design using dual forms. I used my glitter mix called Unicorn Poop, and so I'm going to show you guys how I did them, of course, and how I mixed the acrylic and everything. But they're very quick and simple and pretty much even see-through, really. They're kind of cool. I really like the way they came out. So hopefully you guys like it. Super simple, just nice and glittery. I do want to talk a little bit really quickly about the dual forms because I am using the ones from YS Nails. Now if you guys watch my videos, you know I'm not a fan of that company just because of the way they do their business, but they have a really good product. So recently I've heard from people they've tried to look them up and they're like not able to find them, so I don't know what's going on with the company, but you know, you can only do what you can do, right? So let me show you real quickly the YS Nails dual forms. Like I said, are the ones I used. Apparently they like to, you know, go ahead and take orders, but a lot of orders they don't fill, they don't refund the money, people just pretty much give them their money and that's it. So this is a dual system form by YS Nails. Their dual forms have lines on them, markings. It says YS Nails on it, and you can kind of use these lines as a guide, okay? So that's why I like them, and they have a really nice curve to them. But you can also use the ones from eBay, super inexpensive. The ones on eBay, of course, we all know are just like a few dollars. Now, let me fix this lighting here. And they always pretty much look like this. It doesn't matter who you order them from eBay. They pretty much come in the same case, and they're usually 120 of them because they have 10 sizes, but they send you double of, I think, size 6 and 7 or 6 and 5. They're the most popular sizes, so they give you more of them. Which is interesting because I really do use those the most. And these are very nice forms too. They work really well. They're not as curved as you can see. Let me show you a YS Nails form. And they're not as long. So here's that form from eBay, and here are the YS Nails ones. And they look like the curve is almost similar. Maybe if these were longer, the curve would be more pronounced, but as you can see, they're not as curved. They're not as deep either. But they work really well. These are the ones I always began with, and I just ended up getting some YS Nails ones because I thought I should try them out. Also, you can pick up dual forms at Sally's. They're $6.99, $6.29 with your, right now they are, with your club card or Sally card. There are only 24 in here, okay? So on eBay you can get those 120 for like $2 or $3. Free shipping most of the time. These are $7 and there's only 24 of them. It says 12 sizes. I don't believe there are 12 sizes. It just says 24 usable forms. In my opinion, it looks like they're doing the same thing. They double up on the one sizes, but let me show you what these look like. What's cool is that they come with a video, a DVD. They come with this little DVD. And they're a little different than the eBay ones, but not too different, in my opinion, to want to go and buy these, because they're basically the same. But let me show you right quick how these look. I haven't done a review on them. I've had them for a long time because to me they look just like the eBay ones. I don't see why they would work any differently, so I'm pretty sure they still work. These do have numbers on them. These are not guides by any means. As you can see, these little numbers here, they're not gonna do anything for you. They're not like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, use it as a guide. There's no way. This is the largest one right here, and it fits my thumbnail. So if you've tried the eBay ones, they're the same sizing. These are not going to be any bigger for you, so unfortunately. Was what I've noticed. I'm not sure. If you have a different opinion about that, let me know. And that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right now, beginning with the how I mix my acrylic to doing the nail. It was super quick. I put this whole set on within like 20 or 30 minutes, if even that long. So I'm really happy with it. So thanks for watching and stay tuned. So to start, I'm going to make my glitter mix that I'll be using on the nail design. And I have this little pot. I'm just going to open that up. And all I'm going to do is take some of my glitter mix. And again, it's the Unicorn Poop mix that I had or have. Not too much left of, but there's some in my store. I'm taking just half a teaspoon. And I'm going to take another half a teaspoon, a little bit more than half a teaspoon of my acrylic because this is kind of chunky. So maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon or so, but I'm going to use the half one first. Stuff's really fine, so it kind of gets away from you. And this is my Omega acrylic. I'll be using Nail Light products. And just give that a mix, and that's going to be what I'll be using for my design. Okay guys, so I've already done the rest of my nails because I was trying to take advantage while the kids were kind of you know, it's fine that they're awake, but I want it nice and quiet when I showed you how I did it. So it's very simple. So you're gonna prep your nail, and of course wash your nails, your hands, and disinfect if you have a disinfecting spray. And then I'm gonna go in and take the 180 side of my file. This is 100, 180. Then I'm gonna take the smoother side and just file the shine away. I've already pushed my cuticles back and removed the little dead skin earlier because I was gonna do a different manicure, and I already done it, so I'm not going to do that again. But generally you would push it back your cuticles and all that good stuff. So I'm just roughing up the nail plate, just taking the shine off. And I'm going to take my dehydrator, and I am using NSI's Nail Pure Plus. Sorry if I can get it in there. Any dehydrator that you have works great. This one has an antibacterial agent that's supposed to stay there afterwards, so that's really good. And then I'm going to take my... what's this called? Sorry. NSI Better Bond. And I normally use Something Wonderful, but I wanted to try this because I've had it for a while and I've never tried it. So I thought, well, might as well try a new thing. So I'm going to apply one coat right now. And I like the way the dehydrator makes your skin all white. So gross. Or crusty looking. So I'm going to take my dual form. And I've already sized my dual forms. And of course, when you put your dual forms or when you're sizing them, you want them to... fit so that they fit sidewall to sidewall, okay? Or a little bit larger than that is okay too. Either sidewall to sidewall or a little bit larger than that. You do not want them smaller than that because a lot of times when you put the acrylic in, they feel like they get smaller anyway, so you do not want to start with the one that's smaller to begin with because it's going to be a problem, okay? I'm using my Omega monomer, and I mark it Omega because I do have different little jars that I use. I have my mix here, and I have some clear Omega acrylic. So I'm gonna take my brush, and this brush, I've been practicing with it, and I used to hate this brush, but you know what, it's not bad. It's Beauty Secrets number 12 oval, and I'm not even sure that they make it anymore, but if they do, I picked it up at Sally's, okay guys? So I'm gonna take my dual form, and I'm gonna go in and pick up some of my acrylic. I'm getting quite a bit of my mix because this is a thumbnail, and I already decided earlier that I was going to go about to the 5th line on the guides. On these YS Nails guides. So I'm going to put that in there, and as you can see, I did it kind of thinly. You can do it a little bit thicker. With dual forms, you can't go too thick because then it won't fit on your nail when you go to apply it, okay? So this, I'm just kind of applying like a very thin coat. I'm pushing it to the sides, up to the sides, kind of keeping it a little bit round because I don't want to do too much filing at the end, but that's about it. What else I'm going to say about mixes on dual forms is that if there's something chunky and you want it to show up, you need to push it through so that it ends up on the side that you're going to see. Okay, because a lot of times what happens is the thinner or the smaller a glitter gets underneath and you won't be able to see it. So you really got to push what you want in, you know, out there. You got to push it out, okay? And I'm just kind of letting that settle up, and I like the Omega because it really responds really well because it's already kind of drying a little bit. So now I'm going to go in and grab some clear acrylic, and I'm going to place it right in the nail bed area. And this time I'm not sure what it is. If I did a different technique, I doubt it. I always do the same. I didn't have very much to clean up that squeezed out anywhere, so I'm just applying it kind of watery a little bit, but not too watery. So I'm gonna let it kind of come up to consistency so it gets a little bit thicker. And I'm gonna take my NSI Better Bond. I'm gonna apply one more coat right before I apply my dual form. That's the primer. I'm just gonna move this stuff to the side. And I'm just gonna apply my dual form right over my nail and press it down for a few seconds. Sorry, I have things in my way so I can't really show you guys too well. Just press it down for a few seconds and try to get it as close to your cuticle as you can because you want it to have a nice cuticle area. And then I'm going to turn my nail over, and it's kind of hard to see, and I'm going to push that whatever came up, that clear stuff, towards the tip of the nail. That's just going to help reinforce the nail. And hopefully you noticed as I was applying the acrylic and the glitter mix that you don't want to let it settle in the middle of the dual form. Don't let it settle into the middle. It's going to get real thick there, and your C-curve is going to be really weak, and they're going to break real easy. You don't want it too thick, and you don't want it too thin. If it's too thin, then again, it's going to break because they're too thin. So it takes practice, but hopefully, you know, you'll get it. And that's about as long as I need to hold it. And I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to let it dry for like 4 or 5 minutes, just depending on the acrylic brand you use. It could dry faster or slower, okay? So I'm gonna wait for that to dry and I'll come back. So the nail is set up now. Real quickly, I should have said, because I didn't have anything that really squeezed out the sides, but if you do, as you're holding it, at the very beginning when you first put it on, you can just take something, I have this tweezer or a cuticle pusher or something, and just remove that, whatever comes out. Just kind of pinch it off, not pinch it off, but just scratch it off the sides, okay? So the nail's ready, and you can tell when it's ready, well, first of all, because sometimes they heat up, it's just how it is with some acrylics, and then when it's cooling off, I know it's ready, or you can tap it with something, and it should sound kind of crisp and not like a thud. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's all you have to do, and then you can just twist side to side and it pops right off, and then you have that gorgeous shiny surface that doesn't need any buffing or pulling, or pulling in Spanish is pulir. Doesn't need any filing or buffing or anything, okay? So anyhow, so what I'm gonna do now, since I kind of made it a rounded shape, you can definitely just make it square or however you like. I'm gonna come in with my file, and I found that the softer side of the file works better. I don't know why, but you can use whichever side you like, and I'm gonna continue just shaping that, okay, because obviously the free edge was kind of crazy. And then sometimes some of the acrylic comes up on the very edge and you can feel it, okay? You'll be able to feel that there's like a lip of acrylic, and all you do is just kind of file in a downward motion and it'll get rid of that. So just make sure your side walls are nice and straight, and like you always normally do with any acrylic. And I'm going to continue shaping the sides until they're kind of rounded, a little bit almond shaped like the rest of them, okay? Okay, so I'm all done. That only took seconds because this time I formed it better than the last time when I was trying to make them round. It was just a lot to file away. So that's it. And of course I have a little piece sticking out down here. And so I like to wash my hands to wash off all that extra little powder and residue and things, but if not, you can just come in with your cuticle oil and massage that in. The beauty of these is that there's not a lot of filing, so there's not a lot of damage to your cuticles, just in case you kind of get in there or whatever. It's just awesome. So I hope you guys liked the tutorial, and it was super quick and easy, but what I plan to do is do a review on this brush from Born Pretty Store, which is a 3D brush, so I'm probably going to add some flowers and something fun on these. So they're pretty basic, but keep an eye out for the tutorial, review tutorial. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.